They're tomorrow's top stylists, the catwalk trailblazers honing their craft and beginning to make their mark in the industry. I'm Wrigley from iStyle TV, and this is Student Fashion 2015. Each year, the Powerhouse Museum in Sydney showcases the works of the top fashion graduates from 4 of Sydney's leading fashion design schools. From glow-in-the-dark ink and piercings to spots, dots and circles, I'm going to introduce you to the next generation of Australian fashion designers. So Rebecca, welcome to the show. You're the curator here at the Powerhouse Museum, and you're the one who's in charge of this lovely Student Fashion 2015 display. Tell us a little bit about the history.
Well, we've been going for more than 20 years now. So we first started in 1993 and we celebrated 20 years 2 years ago, and we just keep going. It's a fantastic show, and yeah, we're very excited to open another year, and just to see the talent that comes out of these schools is really exciting.
Tell us a bit about how you got into doing fashion.
I've loved it ever since I was young, so it's always been in me and in my blood to do creative work and be hands-on. Ever since I've done it, I've been very happy with it, and it makes me confident, and that's what I love about it. It gives me a sense of pride and enjoyment.
When I was quite young, I didn't like it. I thought it was a bit artsy-fartsy. Didn't really understand why people got into it, but then when I was older, I realised that you could do so much with it and say so much.
So I did a fashion manufacturing course at TAFE, at another TAFE, and then I was going to be a pattern maker, and I thought that having my own brand would be kind of cool to show my aesthetic to the fashion industry. So I applied to a course at the Fashion Design Studio, seeing the amazing opportunities they have for the top students going to Fashion Week, so I started there.
It was actually my year 11 and 12 textiles teacher. Her name was Mrs. Edwards from Cheltenham Girls High School. She'll be happy I said that. But I went to those classes and I felt so fulfilled and inspired every time, and it was such a nice break from, I guess, those kind of mundane subjects, maths and physics and business studies, and I was just really inspired by sewing and making and putting things together, and I just was like, okay, I'm going to try fashion and give it a go.
Where would you like to see your designs 5 years from now?
I would want my label to be well known in the fashion industry, like Christopher as well as Dion Lee. I want to sell to Hong Kong and maybe stock there as well.
5 years, I would love to see myself positioned in an international context, and my goals are to work for an international fashion house, so that kind of level of exposure and experience would really mean the world to me, and yeah, it's where I want to head next.
Well, I was hoping to maybe join up with some other creatives, maybe furniture designers, like artists and things like that. I think it'd be fun to join up and collaborate in a store.
Well, in a couple of weeks I've got a couple of opportunities doing runway shows, so hopefully from there I can just gain more experience and learn the industry and how I can build a brand for myself in the future. So, yeah.
Because it can be a little daunting sort of trying to come up with concepts and that sets you apart from every other fashion label. What's your inspiration behind your designs?
Well, I like going to the art exhibitions and art installations. So for the collection I have now, I went to the Yoko Ono show and they had interactive art, and I wanted that playfulness in my collection. So for my collection I had lots of textures that she had, and I kind of wanted to translate her quirkiness into the clothing. So yeah, I've got lots of little funny kind of Japanese quotes into my clothes. Yeah.
Well, my inspiration came from a painter who paints on architecture, and his name's Felice Farini, and he's from Switzerland. And from there I looked at another artist called 1010, who's a German graffiti artist who puts his art on 2D flat surfaces on urban spaces, and from looking at these artists I created these garments looking at optical illusions.
So what sets your designs apart from everybody else?
I feel like my garments and my collection has a real depth of a concept. There's a concept behind it and there's a reason for why I did it, and even though it's very out there, it's still it's still wearable, and I feel like people can relate to it in terms of contemporary and also 21st century arts.
The fact that I try and make it look accidental and all of the movement and flowing and falling off, I think it's quite unusual. I'd never really seen it too much before.
I think that I've got quite a strong signature, and that developed a lot through university and trying lots of different projects and styles, but it really flourished in my final year, and I would always say that it's a playful femininity, and it's taking those kind of feminine concepts but making them really fun to wear. And it's always, my practice is always coming back to this idea of making tailoring and these artisanal based techniques really modern. So like I'm always exploring ideas of like weaving, or making a beautiful tailored jacket, or for my graduate collection all the fabrics were handmade through the process of needle felting. So I love making all these artisanal handmade techniques really modern, so that they're really approachable for that modern day fun girl.
So those that are looking to get into the fashion design or the fashion industry, what's some great advice you might be able to give them?
Well, I think definitely go for it and don't be scared to make mistakes, because most people make mistakes all the time, and if you're too scared you won't do anything. You have to make those mistakes because that's how you learn and that's how you move forward, and it's really good experience.
Work hard and don't sleep. Yep.
I think it's so important to have a strong signature. Like, it's what's going to set you apart, it's what people are going to buy into, they're going to see your vision and they're going to love you as a designer and the products that you make. So having that really strong signature is so important, and sometimes more important than staying, for me, on trend, because people will buy into what's distinctive and unique about you when it's such a competitive marketplace.
To always trust your instincts, that's probably the big advice I would have, because your instincts are normally always right, and to always go with what you believe in and to always do what makes you happy.
So for those that are keen to come down and check out the exhibition, where can they go to find some more information?
Yeah, sure. So if they go onto our website, which is mass.museum, so MAAS.museum, all the information is there about the exhibition. It's going to run from the 28th of March and we'll be wrapping up around the end of August.
Thank you for watching iStyle TV, and a special thank you to the Powerhouse Museum. The Student Fashion 2015 exhibition is on now at the museum until the 23rd of August. For more information, jump onto their website and follow the links. Don't forget to subscribe, like and follow iStyle TV on YouTube, Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date on all the fashion action. I'm Tam Wrigley and I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching iStyle TV.